So, the first area I want to show you is around the Platinum Fashion Mall. It's quite famous in Bangkok and quite central, so if you ask a taxi driver, you will find a lot of people who know this place and they can bring you there immediately. And inside, as you can see, there's a lot of fashion and clothing, different stores, and yeah, very famous. A lot of people go there and enjoy it, a lot of foreign people. And actually you can walk, as you can see here, directly to another very famous spot. It's called Panti Plaza or something. This is the building where we want to go, as you can see on the map. Near Patanam Panti Plaza. It's actually this building, and yeah, it's also quite famous. It has a lot of different stuff inside, and many electronics. And this is the place where we want to go first. Inside they have a few game shops where you can buy like modern time games like PS4 and Switch and everything, so you get everything what you want. But this is not the best place for getting video games and stuff, so this is another spot I want to show you later. But up here on the third floor, I think, is this awesome area where you have a retro store for video games and stuff. Even here, like for old Japanese products, as you can see at Akito's shop, retro toys and gifts. It's quite nice. I just went in short time. It is very old stuff like 70s, 80s Japanese merchandise stuff. It's very interesting. But I went for this shop here, and this is quite nice. You have a lot of old video games. You have Super Nintendo, you have old Game Boy, PlayStation, all the stuff from Sony, Sega, Nintendo. And yeah, you will find something very cheap, and mostly of course it's the Japanese stuff, but also some NTCS and European PAL games. But yeah, that's it. And I even managed to find here, as you can see, some Tamagotchis. I call them the little sister of Digimon. As you know, it was actually the big sister because it was first, but it was more for girls, right? And Digimon was, yeah, I imagine, for boys who wants to fight with their monsters. And the funny thing is, I asked the owner here if he had any stuff of Digimon, and he just laughed and said no, he has nothing. And I wanted to ask him if he know if I can find it somewhere, and he had no idea. He said absolutely no clue where I can find this. And now check out what happened. I just went off. Like, this was another day. This is now I'm just went back again to show you. And it was this day I just walked over there, and as you can see far in the distance, I saw something. Just after I asked him and he said he had no idea where to go, I saw this. As you can see far in the distance, I hope you can make it out. There's an Alphamon and a Greymon, and I saw, what the hell is this about that? And this is actually what I saw there. Those pictures I made. This is Tamashi Era. Like, Tamashi is the company who actually designed the Digivolving Spirits, the new figures. This is the company who made them for Bandai, right? And they opened up on 1st March, as you saw in the picture before. And they have this big wall of the pictures of them, and I wanted to go back there, but as you can see, the second time, now they closed again, and I have no chance in going inside. But as you can see, there's also not too much in it. They have those products they have on the shelves. It's not that much, especially not for collecting old stuff. It says, as you can see, it says it's open from 10 to 6, but yeah, it wasn't. But the most important thing, of course, are those nearly life-sized figures of the Digivolving Spirits. We have here Anjurumon with Taemon at its back. It's actually exactly the figure, as you can have it in small, and it's nearly life-sized. I think it's really awesome at the details, and when you stand in front of it, it's really something. And over there to the left you have War Koemon. You can see the reflection in mirror of the guy who's checking it out as well. He's just a little bit taller, right? So it's nearly life-sized, maybe a little bit tall child Greymon kind of thing, but yeah, it's awesome. It's just like the details on it, it's just amazing. As I thought this, I just thought, wow, why did I find this, right? So look at this. This is just amazing. Yeah, but sadly it's not open, so I can just show you the pictures I have, and I tried to peek inside to see if they have actually any products there. And of course, it's just the Digivolve, or what? Yeah, not just, but it's just the Digivolving spirits they have on the shelf over there. So even if they would have opened now, yeah, I would just see like those figures. The next thing I want to show you is Mega Plaza. This is like the Akihabara. Everyone who went to Japan will know it, like the best spot for video games and geek and anime stuff in Japan. In one building in Bangkok, you find everything you want. There's loads of video games stuff and figures and yeah, merchandise and everything you actually want to find in Japan. You can find it here in one or two buildings. It has many floors, and they have actually names of some real life locations, for example Kowloon or Shibuya, uh, part of Tokyo, very famous too, where the Hachiko dog is, and yeah, the famous meeting spot. But the most interesting shop here, I go here every time when I'm in Bangkok, is the next one. This one. I mean, he has loads of Digimon stuff. Just look at it. This is awesome. Every time I come here, he has loads of new stuff, and this is really awesome. I show a little bit of it. So you have, of course, the Digivolving spirits on top. Yeah, they. The problem is he's of course a little bit expensive because those things are expensive, and if you try to find them after they're not produced anymore, of course the price goes up immensely. But look at that. This is just the GEM figures of Yamato and Metal Garurumon and War Greymon and Taichi and everyone. Yeah, I'm using the Japanese names. I'm absolutely into the Japanese versions. I never watched the dub, but yeah, that's up to everyone. Yeah, you see like the Omegamon figure. That's just awesome, but I can't buy that because my money is not enough. But yeah, you see here all the Tamagotchi stuff, the Digimon V-Pads. You have over there the new Pendulum, Belzebumon and Dukemon, like the D3 Digivices, and even here some older stuff like the Digimon XL, and yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, here you see the 20th anniversary Tsugamon, Megamon, and both version 1. Yeah, quite awesome, and the figures are just amazing. Yeah, as you can see, there are always written on top toys. He has a Facebook page, you can check it out. I think he sells online as well, but yeah, it's much more interesting coming here and checking this stuff out. The art books are just awesome. I had a peek inside, but you can find them on the internet on With the Will. Yeah, very famous Digimon page, and look at those. Awesome. Yeah, I actually even plan, because I come here quite often, if anyone would be interested in buying something you can't find, actually I could even buy this, but you have to think about the shipping fee. Of course I cannot do this without paying something for shipping, but yeah, for the future, maybe if something is so rare and he has it and you find it online, it's maybe interesting for you. This is of course, here you can see On Top Toy and Angelwoman, this awesome figure. But I want to show you around because there is even more in this building. everything Digimon related, so I put up everything I could find here, even the capsule toys he has in his shop. I had to get one of those, I'll show you later. But first I will show you around everything I can find Digimon related. So over here I found this awesome place. He has a lot of Digimon V-Pads. You can see the pendulum. You have like those Digivices from Digimon Savers and a few copies. As you can see, there are some V-Pads, some pendulums that are actually not true, but those here are the original ones. Those pendulums, I love them. Those are the Nightmare Soldiers 3.0 and 3.5. And here you can see I found another shop where it had some Digivolving Spirits, but inside, yeah, next to the big sister of Digimon, I found those pendulums. But yeah, very pricey with 2,500 baht for the Dukemon. But I love those pendulum progress. Actually, it was 4,500, so too crazy. And on another shelf, he had a nice Wonder Swan, and behind I could find, I think you can see it, a version 4 original digital monster V-Pad, but it was hiding there and it was sadly too expensive. But yeah, you really, if you're here, you have to look around everywhere. As you can see, just a few figures. You never know. If you think you find Digimon everywhere in the shelf open, you cannot. So you have to just look between, like here, between all those Tamagotchis, there's a chance to find something. You really have to take your time and find some treasures here, because the figures are between Pokemon, because the people don't distinguish them and they don't care. Some shop owners don't even know that they had Digimon stuff, so you ask them about Digimon and then yeah, they tell you no, they don't have, and then you just go over and yeah, find a shelf where they have some, like here's some cool looking dude. And yeah, keep your eyes open. There are always possibilities to find a rare treasure. And then the good part is that even if they don't know what it is, it's possible to get a good price. In Japan, it's actually the problem that you don't find that much Digimon stuff, and if it is something you find there, then it's very pricey because they know the worth of it. So if you have here some shops who don't actually know, yeah, what it is, you can get some decent prices. And yeah, everywhere loads of these figures. Here some cards. I bought in this shop another card, deck of cards before. I will show you at the end of the video what I got. And I'm not sure this Dada, Kados, I don't know, and Data, yeah, in Japanese it's the same. I don't know if this is Digimon card. Down here I think there was some Apply monster stuff, but I'm not too much into it. I don't know. I just like the classical Digimon. And here I found some figures, just packed in. I think they're copies from China or something, but still great. If you check it, they have lots of figures of the original animation and also from the V-Pads. Yeah, I had to buy one of those, but I will show you later. Of course, this one, because it has Hanumon or Apemon, like the champion evolution of my favorite Digimon. And here is a nice copy. It says Dinosaur Master, and you can see it has definitely, it's made in China in 2003, and yeah, it's a copy, you know, you can see it, but it's quite funny. I'm not sure, I didn't ask how much it is because the owner wasn't there, but yeah, you find a lot of stuff like this too. And here's